Hi, this is Nicole Reppett. I am bringing you updates of the trial of the century. The Proud Boys trial is continuing right now. We're doing the jury strikes at the moment, and opening statements will begin on Wednesday. A little drama in the courtroom today. Norm Pattis, he has been suspended from practicing law now. That will be for 6 months. He has filed a motion to have an extraordinary circumstance type situation, but that will have to be taken up with a group of judges that will, review that case and see if he can continue as an attorney for Joe Giggs. At the moment, the judge believes that if he doesn't have good standing with his bar license in Connecticut, that he can't sit at the table as an attorney. But, Norm is, no matter what, if Norm is in the courtroom or if he's not, there's going to be a lot of things that come out in this trial. That's why it's so important to stay up with the updates that we have going on, because there's going to be some exciting bombshells that's going to happen during this case. They also are trying to edge Roger Roots out. I just heard a little birdie told me that, but we will find out more details on that as, the days come. But this just shows you what Deep State will do to try to keep their narrative going. So, that's some of the things that we're looking at. We're also, some of the people that will be testifying or different information will come out in this trial that you'll really want to stay up to date on. We all know who Ray Epps is, but I'm wondering if how many of you know who Evan Newman is. And you're going to find out during this trial, and it's going to be a big deal. So, we just really need to keep getting the updates, and we will be doing this at noon and in the afternoon. So, Pete, do you have any questions?
I do, and thank you very much. You're doing a phenomenal job, by the way. And as we go here, you just touched on some important things. And let me emphasize this for our viewing audience. Now, to receive updates, and at any moment, Nicole, we've had discussions. We know what's going to come out. We're not going to make those public before they come out. So you're going to have to tune in as each day passes, because the trial of the century is essentially prosecuting the government. We know that the government has done wrong with January 6th, and it's going to have to come out in the court of law. So this particular trial is where it's going to happen. So now we notice that the top constitutional attorney who has been working on these things that are going to come out, he's an expert in certain areas. He has been working diligently for the past several weeks on bringing some information out. Isn't it a coincidence how he's being removed from the case? And are they fighting tooth and nail to keep him out of or off of the legal team altogether? Or are you saying that they're trying to pull him away?
According to Judge Kelly, some of the issues, obviously, Norm Pattis only has his bar license in Connecticut, and if he does not have any backup for that, and it is not in good standing, then he doesn't believe that he can sit even at the table in any capacity. They are going to be going over some of those issues this afternoon. They are also going to be going over several arguments tomorrow. That's why opening statements will not begin until Wednesday. So tomorrow, a lot of decisions will be made on Norm Pattis. Some decisions will be made about some of the evidence, and obviously on the immunity of a couple of the witnesses for the Proud Boy defense.
Okay. Now, that's odd because Norm Pattis is actually licensed in D.C., and he doesn't have any disciplinary action in D.C. So what you're saying is that they talk about reciprocity, meaning that if you get suspended in Connecticut, that they will reciprocate in D.C. by suspending you in D.C., because those are two completely different jurisdictions.
Well, actually, Miss Carmen Hernandez, she's the attorney for Zach Reel. She had brought up that argument to Judge Kelly. I believe that they are going to sort through some of that argument this afternoon.
Good. So, ladies and gentlemen, for the purposes of this update, The stuff that Norm Pattis has been working on, the deep state does not want it to come into the courtroom. So they think by taking out Norm that it's going to stop it from coming out. So that's why you want to tune in, because it will come out. It will come out at the trial. Even if a bunch of chimpanzees represent this case, they can do it, because guess what? There's overwhelming information that will show that the government misconduct is what created January 6th. So, Nicole, here's another thing. The overall feel. So this morning, what time to tell us about what happened? It opened up. What did they talk about? They do formalities, boring stuff, or did it come right out of the gates? Tell me.
Oh, it happened, right out of the gate. The issue with Mr. Pattis is forefront, especially on the government's end, because they do not even want him in the room to hear argument. So, it is a significant situation. Pattis has had some of the best arguments out of all of the defense attorneys so far, and it will truly be a loss. And as this defense is working as a team, it'll be a great loss to the efforts of the Proud Boys. So there'll be a lot of argument this afternoon about what they can and cannot do. At the time, Mr. Hall is representing Joe Biggs.
He is an outstanding attorney, I might add, and he and Norm Pattis are two of the most vigorous advocates for the U.S. Constitution that I know of, as I'm hearing about Mr. Hall. Now, Norm Pattis being the top constitutional attorney, the deep state trying to take him out. So all morning was reviewing this emergency motion that was filed last night. I got it as soon as it hit the docket from Norm Pattis, an emergency motion. So the judge has been talking about this all morning. That's what they've been talking about.
They've been arguing back and forth with that. They are going to have to get the preemptive strikes out of the way and set this jury so they can have a full day of argument tomorrow over not only that issue, but several issues dealing with witnesses that are going to be coming in, some witnesses wanting immunity, and different aspects before they actually begin opening statements on Wednesday.
Right. Now, Nicole, you're the eyes and ears in the court right now. And there is right now a team of people that are dedicated to making sure, because they don't have cameras, they don't want the public to know what's going to come out in this trial of the century. So your job, you're the camera. And you just reported, and this is going to happen at the noon recess, and then you're going to come out. What time do you think court will let out?
Well, Judge Kelly, he is not a stickler about getting these guys back to the jail so they can eat or anything. He will go sometimes till 5:30, 5:45. So we'll just have to wait and see, because he's really trying to get this jury set before tomorrow.
Yeah, I will say this. This isn't about me, of course, but I do have experience with this. Anytime you can skip a meal going back to the jail, the marshals feed you. And the food is good. It is good. That's right. And that's a good thing. So the later, they can't skip a meal, by the way. It's illegal. They have to give them their meals, and it'll be ready for them when they get out of court. So that's actually a beautiful thing. Any time away from that jail is beautiful. So congratulations to the judge for holding on to them. That's a good thing. How is the demeanor of the defendants in the courtroom? And then we'll end on that note, and we'll wait for your evening update.
Well, the demeanor of the defendants in the courtroom, it's really quite amazing. They have a lot of confidence. They know exactly, what they did that day, and they know that this is a farce. So, they're standing really confident and really being active in their defense.
Yes, and ladies and gentlemen, across the bottom of the screen, you'll always see it. Text TOTC to 844-837-9924. We can't tell you what's going to come out, but Nicole's going to be there when it does, and when it becomes public, she's going to come out on the. Right now, you're out on a ledge. Are you outside? Is that correct?
Well, I'm kind of in a hall.
You're inside.
I'm inside in a hallway.
Oh, okay. Inside in a hallway. It's a very beautiful looking hallway.
We're in the corridor just outside the courtroom.
Fantastic. And that's Randy Ireland. Thank you, Randy. We'll be having you come on the show for updates. Nicole, good job. And, just like I said, you're a fantastic eyes and ears camera for we the people. Thank you so much for this update.
All right, thanks, Pete.